Good afternoon. I will be speaking about the JLZ 300 exam assignment. And as you can see here, this is the beginning of the assignment, the PowerPoint presentation part of it, where we speak about the different resources that I will need to use for my lesson plan and the different strategies that I have used to create my lesson plan. This lesson plan is a lesson plan that is conducted for grade 9 students that I'll be teaching in the class. The subject is life orientation, and the topic is social and environmental responsibilities that they are given. These responsibilities you learn through life orientation, through sexual behaviors and sexual health. That's the main topic that will be covered in the lesson plan or the lesson that I'll be covering for the students during this time. JLZ provides teachers with the essentials that they need to provide communicative and classroom theories. It has taught me to be critically aware and instructional skills. It has made it easier for me to alter the lesson plan to suit my students' learning style. In this second slide, we look at the link to instructional communication. There are different theories and strategies that you can use from JLZ, and the ones that I have decided to use are the following. Active listening, which is something that is required from teachers. By listening to my students when they ask me questions about the video that I have provided for them, that is part of the lesson plan, talking about sexual behaviors and sexual health, it shows them that I'm interested in the questions, which motivates the students to ask because they will feel that their questions will not be viewed as being stupid and their feelings are not being invalidated. This gives them a safe environment to allow them to ask the certain questions that they'd like to ask about the video that I have uploaded onto the lesson plan, but it also allows them to get proper and a safe environment around the issues that they are thinking about during the viewing of the video. And then we have using scripted lesson plans. So using scripted lesson plans give you a clear guidance on addressing sensitive topics like the age of consent and safe practices. The activities that I have provided for the students will be censored because I would have prepared for the upcoming lesson, which means that I would have looked through the different types of STIs and STDs that I would like to explain to my students and seen that they are of the correct age. And I am planning the lesson plan according to the CAPS document, using the proper outcomes that I have been given in the CAPS document, and allowing my students to understand the difference between sensitive information and information that they are required to learn. In this following slide, we will look at the link to classroom social space. The link to classroom social space means how your classroom is set out and how you have decided to create the environment that you have decided to create in your classroom. And the first point speaks about the concept emphasizes inclusive language and setting ground rules. The learners are not emotionally mature yet, so there will be jokes. And as the educator, there will be jokes. And as the educator, you need to make sure that they are settled down and not making insensitive jokes. This allows your students to feel more safe sharing their thoughts and experiences without them feeling like they will be judged or they will be treated differently because of what they are asking or their explanations. Getting the students to get into groups and creating role-playing scenarios so that the students will learn to work with each other to explore different perspectives so that they can also build empathy towards each other. By creating a supportive atmosphere, it makes students more comfortable so they will engage openly, and that normalizes the conversations about sex at school and at their respective homes. And this is the second to last slide that we have provided. And this slide is the conclusion. In the conclusion, we are asked to reflect on the importance of communication. And communication is very important, especially amongst teachers, because it is easier for you to build relationships. Communication between students and teachers is very important. By actively listening to students and responding with empathy, you can create an environment where students feel valued, which is important to your students for their emotional growth. Complex ideas must be communicated clearly, particularly when the topics particularly when the topic is sexual health. Strong communication skills allow me to modify my instruction to fit the various needs of every student in this century's multicultural classroom. Understanding how communication styles vary among cultures allows me to make sure that students feel supported and involved. Some of the challenges that I might face implementing these certain strategies that I have are cultural barriers. Many students are from different cultures and they might have taboos surrounding sexuality, which can make having the different discussions quite difficult. Making sure that the school has done the necessary arrangements for the students to learn about this part of the curriculum. Parental involvement. Many students do not know about sexual health and require their parents to talk to them about it.